All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Donington Park, mate. Oh wait, that's Aussie. This is the High Octane Racing League GT3 series. It's Donington Park tonight. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Oh, the Brits are going to be mad at me. It's Donington, man. This is a classic road course. Just a little bit away from one of our friends over there. Richard Brooks was in here tonight. Says the track is right around the corner. Does he have an advantage tonight? It's going to be a great one. It's Donington. It's the High Octane Racing League GT3 series, and it's TurnLeftTV. Lots of GT3 series racing headed your way. We got a big field, a lot of great drivers here tonight. It's all live right here on TurnLeftTV. Hang on, boys and girls. Let's go. All right, hey, thank you so much for coming in. And we are, sorry about that, for using my Aussie accent to simulate the British accent. Oh, I know. I'm in big trouble now. Right now we are in the qualification session. Sorry, man. I lived in Australia for a little while there. That's took on the full-on accent. Just kidding. Right now in the qualification section, Richie Tapple's the top time, 102.625 here at Donington. Look at Ted Mosier in the Corvette. Right now 16th on the grid. Let's take a look at this track here at Donington, located in northwest Shire, England. Leicestershire. Yeah, there's too many syllables in that word, man. It's some big L word. Northwest something or other in England. Asphalt track there. And really just a little under 2 miles in length. This is the 10-turn. Kind of no-nonsense version of the track. A little bit of a chicane there just before the start-finish line, but a fun track, man. I love this track. One of the great tracks in all of the world is Donington. Even if I can't pronounce the name of the city that it's in. Take a look at the overlay here for the event. 50-minute race. This is race number 6 of 8 in Donington Park. This is the national circuit. Again, just under 2 miles in length, 3.1 kilometers in length. I'm your broadcaster, your commentator, Heath Johnson. And we got a fun one for you here tonight. The GT3 series is always a fun event. So right now in the qualification session, get things dialed in for these guys. They've got about just a few minutes left to go in quals. I guess about 30 seconds left to go in the qualification session. We'll take a look at the schedule here. Of course, tonight, Donington Park, Red Bull Ring. How about that track, man? Coming up next week, and then finishing out the season at Laguna Seca on April the 3rd. To crown the champion in the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series, Season 1 of 2021. So some great tracks headed your way to finish out this season. We are finished with the qualification session. Felipe Granado finishes up his qualification attempt. Dennis Vandeven here in the Corvette finishing up his qualification effort. I want to thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Always appreciate folks coming out, checking out the goods here on TurnLeftTV. And like always, I appreciate you coming in and watching the races here. Peace to everybody out there. These guys are in the driver's meeting now. 50-minute race from Donington. This is a fast track, man. No nonsense track. There aren't really too many technical aspects to this track other than that little bit of chicane there, and we got a wide sweeping right-hand turn that gets a little dicey sometimes. But I think it's going to be flat out. You're going to see a lot of guys here pushing it to the absolute edge for this race. Thanks for coming in and watching TurnLeftTV. Hey to all my friends out there. I saw Claudio Bardelli Jr. in here a little bit ago. So appreciate him coming out. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, click on the link up in the banner of the channel and make a donation straight through PayPal. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Share my videos with all your friends around the social media platforms where you can share YouTube videos. And again, I really appreciate you being here to watch the races tonight here on the YouTube channel. Also, don't forget to go down to the description of this race and click on those links over to the Fanatec website and help me out. If you're interested in purchasing a wheel or pedals, shifter, whatever the case may be, wheelbase, please give Fanatec a look and help me out here at TurnLeftTV. Always appreciate that. Even if you were just browsing around, to click on that link and let them know that you were there and you came through TurnLeftTV's link. So hey, thanks a lot. Here we go, man. We got a good one. Don't forget also you can join us on Twitter as well, at TurnLeftTV on Twitter. Let's take a look at the results here in the qualification session. Richie Tapple qualifies in P1, 102.675 in that Corvette. Lightning fast run there for Richie. Nikolai Bashkoff qualifies in P2, Dennis Vandeven P3. Roman Ryapsev qualifies in P4. Packy Caruso, good to see Packy out, man, in the Porsche. How about that? Showing everybody that he can get up and do it here in the Porsche. Lucas Simpner qualifies in the 6th position. Javier Conti, good to see him too as well. Know him from Sim Racing Mania. Both Packy and Javier I know from Sim Racing Mania. Qualifies in the 7th position. Fabio Carax qualifies in the 8th position. Apologize if I'm mispronouncing that name. Claudio Bardelli Jr. qualifies in 9th. Felipe Granado qualifies in 10th. In the 11th position is Stephen Miller in the Ferrari. Richard Brooks qualifies 12th. Alexander Bashkoff 13th. Will Dunbar qualifies in the 14th position. Dan Richter 15th. Ted Mosier in the Corvette 16th on the grid. John Stanley 17th. And Andre Rousseau, another one of my homeboys there from Sim Racing Mania, coming out here tonight too, qualifies in the 18th position, or will start in 18th. Don't forget, later tonight, we've got the Saturday Night Thunder. High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder at Bristol Motor Speedway for 250 laps in the Cup Series. Race number 6 in that first season of 2021. Racing starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's right, some stock cars here later tonight, right here at TurnLeftTV. The Saturday Night Thunder at Bristol Motor Speedway. This is going to be flat out, punch you in the mouth racing. So don't want to miss it. Racing starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Take a look at Roman Ryaptsov. Right now is 7th in the warm-up session. I'd say got to be one of those favorites to win the race here. So he is our points leader. We'll take a look at the season standings coming into tonight. See Roman there with a 31-point lead over Nikolai Bashkoff with 3 races to go, including tonight. Dennis Vandeven sits 3rd in points. Claudio Bardelli Jr. 4th. Richie Capel 5th in points. Lucas Sinfner is 6th. Will Dunbar 7th. Stephen Miller 8th in points. John Stanley 9th. And Dennis Lasenko 10th in points coming into tonight's race. Got a special event coming up tomorrow night in the High Octane Racing League. That's right, Bristol again, but this time we're going to get the Wheeling Modifieds. Great mod here with the open wheel cars. Racing will start at 8 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern Time. 100 laps there. Special event headed your way, and it'll be a High Octane Racing League exclusive event. If you're interested in joining up and racing some ovals at Bristol Motor Speedway, some open wheel cars, the modifieds. Here's the Discord address. Join up, and we'd love to have you. 100 laps tomorrow night at Bristol Motor Speedway in the Wheeling Modified Tour, High Octane Racing League style. Got about 4 minutes left in the practice session. Checking our side-by-side view out here, making sure everything's looking pretty good there. And looks like we got Richie Capel there on the left, Stephen Miller on the right there. Again, thanks for coming in. We'll take a look at number 2. Again, thanks for coming in. Don't forget to go down into the description of this race and click on the Fanatec website link. Help me out there. If you'd like to get a hold of me on Discord, there are my addresses there. Follow me on Twitter at TurnLeftTV, at TurnLeftTV1 on Facebook. And thanks for coming in here to TurnLeftTV to watch some races here, a High Octane Racing League GT3 series. And again, we got another one headed your way after this tonight. We've got the Saturday Night Thunder headed your way as well. So a lot of racing in store for you here at High Octane Racing League and TurnLeftTV. Today. Saturdays are always a busy day for us. Looks like Andre Rousseau has got a little bit of a skin issue, but I guess we'll try to figure out what number he is. This is Lucas Sinfner in the Ferrari. Who got the win last week? Let's see. Head scratcher, Roman Rapsev. Got the big win there at Dubai at night under the lights. What a great race that was. Alexei Meissen really gave him a good run for his money. Too. Bashkoff was right there all night long. Artem Shuliev had a good run. Vendovin finishes in the 3rd position. Sinfer was 4th. Shuliev 5th. Bashkoff 6th. Richter finished in the 7th position. Felipe Granado was 8th. Bardelli Jr. 9th in last week, and Bashkoff finished in the top 10. So Dubai's winner was Roman Rapsev. So congratulations to him. Can he make it happen again? He is our points leader, so he's been solid all season long. We got some big names out here tonight, though, that might give him a run for his money. So just about under a minute here, about 30 seconds or so left to go here in the warm-up session. And we're going to get things started here. So thanks for coming in to TurnLeftTV. Got an exciting one from Donington Park, the national circuit here tonight. Also want to say we got a special event coming up on Tuesday, March the 23rd. I'm going to be broadcasting a race, Sim Racing Mania's Hypercar World Series, the final event for them from Sepang. 75-minute race. That's coming up on March the 23rd, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 9 p.m. UK time. And it'll be a great one. Don't forget, going to be a huge field at this one. So it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's the Hypercar World Series, Sim Racing Mania on Tuesday, March the 23rd. All right, boys and girls, this is Donington.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
This is Donington. Looks like 17 drivers on the grid. We'll take a look at the starting order here tonight. Richie Tappel qualifies in P1. Nikolai Bashkoff qualifies P2. Dennis Vandevin will start 3rd. Roman Rapsev starts in the 4th position. In 5th is Paki Caruso in the Porsche. Lucas Sinfer in the Ferrari starts in 6th. Javier Conti starts in the 7th position in the McLaren. Fabio Carax qualifies in the 8th position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. qualifies 9th. Felipe Granado is 10th. Stephen Miller will start in the 11th position. Richard Brooks in the Aston Martin qualifies in the 12th position. In 13th is Alexander Bashkoff in the BMW. Will Dunbar qualifies in the 14th position. Dan Richter qualifies in the 15th position, and Ted Mosier 16th. John Stanley qualifies in the 17th position. Looks like these guys are going to do a restart here because somebody did not join the grid. This is when we need the grid girls, right? When we got to do a restart, they get out, you know, show some signs, walk around. I don't know, which grid girls are the best? What do you think? I think the DTM's got some pretty nice uniforms on those grid girls. Andre Rousseau had to rejoin here, it looks like, so he had lost. I don't know if he didn't make he got out and then tried to get back in while we had switched over, so not to call him out. All right, we're going to go through the starting order again. How about that, just to get the flow. There you go, Richie Tapple in the Corvette, P1. Bashkoff in the Audi, P2. Vandeven in the Corvette is P3. Roman Rapsev is P4 in the BMW. Paki Caruso, 5th in the Porsche. Lucas Simfer starts 6th. Javier Conti in the McLaren starts 7th. Fabio Carax qualifies in the 8th position in the Audi. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the BMW is 9th. Felipe Granado qualifies in the 10th position. Stephen Miller in the Ferrari is 11th. Richard Brooks in the Aston Martin qualifies in 12th. In 13th is Alexander Bashkoff in the 13th position in the BMW. Will Dunbar in the Ferrari's 14th. Dan Richter in the Aston Martin 15th. And Ted Mosier in the Corvette starts in the 16th position. John Stanley will start 17th. Andre Rousseau actually going to start in the 18th position. He's here, I promise. All right, not a lot of technical aspects to this track. It's just flat out. I mean, you got a few little hitches along the way. Got a little chicane and a wide sweeping right-hand turn with a little bunny hop hill afterwards. Got some downhill aspect to this too. So not a hugely technical track, but a huge amount of fun at this track. So again, 18 drivers joining us. And Richie Tapple. Let's see what sort of tricks he's got up his sleeve here tonight. So always a factor. He doesn't get sort of caught up in something or ends up making a mistake there. Last race there had a couple mistakes, and I think he just got frustrated and said, I'm out of here. So let's hope he has a better night here tonight. Bashkoff, in that Audi's going to be fast too. Vandeven in the Corvette, always fast. And don't forget about our points leader starting in the 4th position, Roman Rapsev. Qualifying 4th and that 5th position, Paki Caruso. He is fast too. I've seen him race a lot of races over Sim Racing Mania, so I know these guys. A couple guys there I don't know on the grid, but for the most part know pretty much everybody. Seen him race before or raced with him before. The lights are out on the pace car. Here we go, boys and girls. Race number 6 from Donington. Looks like somebody passed the pace car there. Oh, somebody passed the pace car. Bunch of amateurs out here. Bunch of amateurs. Where's that Richie Tapple crew at? Where's that Richie Tapple crew at? Skennington? Okay, looks like somebody had passed the pace car there. I think P1 had passed the pace car before they got across the pit lane timing line, so that causes a little bit of an issue. right, Richie Tapple going to lead this field here, so they're going to leave a little bit more gap there between the pace car. It's a wonderful thing about this game, man. So many bugs. Look at that, Givaldo Linares joining us in here. How about that, Givaldo Linares? Good to see him.
Attention grid, will all non
Where are the grid girls at? Sweet Jesus is a correct response, believe me. Normally don't have this. We're normally pretty good here with this series, but we had a couple guys there not getting on the grid when they should have gotten on the grid. I think that happened twice already. And then also it looked like somebody had passed the pace car before it got across the timing line, which would put you in an infinite loop of driving around under formation lap conditions. All right, I think we can get this going here. So Richie Tapple's going to lead this field to take the green flag, and I swear we're going to do a real green flag this time. Bashkoff starting in P2. Roman Rapsev. All right, Dennis Vandeven P3. Roman Rapsev is P4. Paki Caruso 5th. Lucas Simpner is 6th. And as I was talking about this track here, it's really no nonsense. I'm not giving him a hard time. You guys giving him a hard time. So a little bit of gap here between P1 and the pace car. Let this pace car get off track. Maybe get out of their driver's suit, get a drink of water, and then you hit the gas pedal. So a little bit of room here between P1, P2, and the pace car, which is always a good thing. We're making sure that we're not going to kill the game here again. Tight right there coming around that chicane. Looks like they're having some issues here. Looks like the safety car goes into the pits here. These guys might, this track might be hashtag broken. they're going to give this one more attempt, and they think they may have a safety car issue at this track. Might have a safety car issue at this track. We'll find out here in short order. Studio 397, rFactor 2. Broken tracks. Broken mods. Well, I know one thing that's broken, and that is the Saturday Night Thunder that's headed your way later here tonight. Bristol Motor Speedway, Saturday Night Thunder, the Cup Cars, race number 6. First season of 2021. 250 laps tonight. Should be a great one. Bristol always is, and the Cup Cars, a heck of a lot of fun. Hey, the Bushwhacker Series is going to finish up its season coming up next week at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That's home for me. I live about 40 miles away from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Been there many, many times to watch the Indy 500. Also, of course, the Brickyard 400. And then also some IROC racing and so forth there as well. But great track, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's race number 10, the final race of the season. 70 laps there headed your way coming up next week on Friday, March the 26th. Sim Racing Mania special event coming up on Hypercar World Series. Sepang, 75-minute race, the final race of the season for Sim Racing Mania. Now, what a great track this is. Hypercar World Series, man, those hypercars, those McLaren Sennas are flat out great. That's coming up on Tuesday, March the 23rd. Season finale. looks like they're having to change a little bit here because the track is broken with respect to a safety car start, so it's going to be a standing start here, I think. So right now we're doing a little reset here and changing it to a standing start here. So again, these guys are doing a little reset here, as you see. Don't forget Bristol coming up tomorrow. Bristol Motor Speedway, 250 laps, race number 6. Little event coming up tomorrow, Sunday, March the 21st. We're going to be at Bristol Motor Speedway in the High Octane Racing League Wheeling Modified Tour, 100 laps. Special event there. Should be a great one, man. These modifieds are a great little mod, and thanks so much to Britt and Owen for converting this mod over. It should be a fun one. That's coming up here in the High Octane Racing League tomorrow, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when qualifications begin, and 100 laps there at Bristol in the modifieds. So giving them a little message there. So looks like it wasn't Richie's fault necessarily. It was just the pace car is trashed at this track apparently. So we'll get it going. So right now, just in a little bit of a holding pattern here, trying to fix this snafu, as we say. Don't forget, ZiaComics.com is your nerd headquarters. All things comic related. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. That's ZiaComics.com, your nerd headquarters. Okay, these guys are going to do a little bit of a This guy's going to see if things are fixed, I think.
Attention, good, all non-
All right, looks like. Oh, here we go. We're ready for attempt number, what was it? 5, 6, 7? I know all those folks that know rFactor 2 know exactly how we're rolling now. All right, let's hope this bad boy gets going here. So all right, we got him back in there. What in the world, boy? These guys are freaking out here a little bit. All right, so these guys are going to do one lap here under pit limiter speed. Richie Tapple back up front here, so Dennis Vandeven starts in P2. Couple Corvettes up front there. Roman Rapsev qualifies in P3. Sinfer is 4th. Paki Caruso is 5th. Javier Conti is 6th. Fabio Carax is in the 7th position. Felipe Granado starts in the 8th spot. Claudio Bardelli Jr. 9th. Richard Brooks qualifies in the 10th position. Stephen Miller will start 11th. Will Dunbar 12th. Alexander Bashkoff 13th. Dan Richter 14th. Ted Mosier 15th. Alexei Meissen 16th. And Andre Rousseau 17th. All right, here we go. This has been a little bit of a hairy deal with the track being a little broken there. All right, coming off the last turn, and I think we're going to get after it here now. All right, we are finally on the green. My God, I feel like we've just won the lottery. Richie Tapple there heading into turn 1 as Dennis Vandeven in P2. Roman Rapsev is in 3rd. Paki Caruso 4th. Javier Conti is in the 5th position. Dennis Vandeven taking a look at him. He's in the second position, running behind Richie Tapple. A couple Corvettes here leading up the charge. Richie Tapple, our race leader. BMW of Roman Rapsov is in third. Paki Caruso, our fourth position in the Porsche. You gotta take a look at him. I tell you, he's gonna be one of those guys I think is favored to win this race. He's got a little bit of damage on his car after running into the back of somebody, it looks like. So it looks like there's a little bit of damage there. Take a look at Felipe Granado in the Aston Martin. Running in the sixth position. Javier just about in front of him in the McLaren in fifth. On board here with Felipe Granado running in P6. Richard Brooks is in the seventh position. Take a look at Richard Brooks in the Aston Martin running in P7. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the BMW just behind him. This battle here, three-way battle here. Alexander Bashkoff, Dan Richter, Andre Rousseau, three-way battle here. Got a McLaren, an Aston Martin, and a BMW, and also don't forget about the Bentley in this situation here. So good run here. Looks like Andre Rousseau in P13, now P12. Take a look at Richie Tapple up here, our race leader. Dennis Vandeven in the second position, and I tell you, Roman Ryabtsov is all over the back of him right now, so he cannot rest. There we go. There's a looking out of the back of Dennis Vandeven's machine at Roman Ryabtsov. Paki Caruso in the Porsche. A little bit of damage here from Paki Caruso. In that Porsche, though, right now running in the fourth position. Dan Richter here trying to move forward. He's running an Aston Martin. It looks like he's gotten around Will Dunbar there, so they've had a little bit of a battle. Take a look at this pass here as the Aston Martin, if Dan Richter gets by that 88, Will Dunbar. Just behind is Alexander Bashkoff. He's in this mix too. He is in that BMW. He in the Bentley. Alexei Myson getting after it. Bashkoff, not a lot of speed there coming off that turn. Maybe missed a gear or missed a shift there. And Bentley is starting to climb all over the back of him right now. Claudio Bardelli Jr. in the BMW. See the Audi just behind him. Bardelli Jr. might have lost his connection. Oh no, Bardelli Jr. has lost his connection here. Not good for Claudio Bardelli Jr. Richie Tapple right now, pretty comfortable lead here over Dennis Vandeven. About half a second or so over that over Dennis Vandeven, almost 0.6 of a second now. Richie Tapple in the Corvette. Alexei Myson now in that Bentley, starting to weave in and out here of traffic and trying to pick up a spotter. He's already gotten by Alexander Bashkoff, and now gets by Will Dunbar. So Alexei Meisen here starting to work his way through. We'll take a look at this. Look at this, guys. These guys getting after it there through the chicane, and Meisen just says, hey, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to weave right through you guys. Now he picks up that spot, so this Bentley starting to make things work here as those guys get after it. And that got a little interesting there, a little hot for Dunbar and Bashkoff. Lucas Symphony here trying to move forward here. A little Ferrari versus Corvette. And the Ferrari getting by the Corvette. Ted Mosier. Ted Mosier now back to the 16th position. Lucas Symphony is in 15th. Take a look at Fabio Carax running in the Audi. He's in P8. So Richard Brooks just ahead him in the Aston Martin in 7th. Richie Tapple here out, extending that lead now over a second over Dennis Van de Ven. Roman Rabatsev is in 3rd. Ryaptsev, I'm being told. Ryaptsev in the 3rd position. 40 minutes left to go. Andre Rousseau in the McLaren here trying to make some moves. He's racing the Ferrari as Stephen Miller. Good battle there. Oh, Stephen Miller gets into the side of the McLaren. Take a look here. As the McLaren gets position on Stephen Miller getting into the turn here, so he's clearly beside, and then Stephen Miller coming over there, maybe a little bit of contact between the two of those guys. Rubbin's racing, I guess, between McLaren and the Ferrari. So Andre Rousseau now up to the 9th position. Stephen Miller back to 10th. Okay, we'll take a look at our points leader here. This is Roman Rapsev running in P3. Behind him is Paki Caruso. Take a look at Javier Conti in the McLaren, running in the 5th position. Paki Caruso gets off track just ahead of him, so Javier Conti here trying to close in on that Porsche. Porsche there, boy, we see some guys getting off track. There's kicking up some dust. A little bit of oversteer there getting through that turn, so he had to counter steer a little bit just to keep that thing straight. So Javier here looking to move forward. Having a battle with Paki Caruso. You know, these guys do a lot of running together. So right now, both those guys running at 4th and 5th, respectively. Javier going to try to maybe take that inside, not able to get the bite he needs off the turn. Oh, he does have a pretty good run here. Now he's on the outside in the turn. This wide sweeping right-hander. There might be a little contact there between the two of those guys. So good battle here through the S's. This is for the 4th position. Paki Caruso, Javier Conti. Take a look at Paki Caruso here in the Porsche, and he's trying to hold off Javier. See Felipe Granado also in this mix too. That Porsche just does not seem like it's getting the bite off the turns, and now we got that McLaren up alongside down over the little bunny hop hill to the turn, right-hand turn here. Little chicane. These guys getting after it right now with just under 40 minutes left to go. 37 minutes left to go, and they are side by side into turn 1. So we're leaning on each other a little bit. A little friendly battle there between the McLaren and the Porsche. Javier Conti now picks up the 4th position. Might have had some trouble there with Alexei Meisen. Might have come off track, and that Bentley, so he's had some trouble. Take a look and see what happened to him. Just misses that turn a little bit, just a little bit wide. Gets in the kitty litter. Keeps it kind of pointed in the right direction, but he's going to end up losing a spot here as he gets this thing back out on track, and Will Dunbar gets by. Alexi Meissen now has had some bigger issues, I believe. This is spinning around, same spot pretty much, and spins this car. So the 68 having a little trouble here as he's going to lose some position. So he's down back to the 16th position. Richie Tapple's had some trouble. As he came off track here. This is Richie Tapple a little bit earlier, and he's going to come off track. He's in the grass here as he is having a handful. He's got a handful in that Corvette right now. And one of those things I've noticed some of these drivers here is just like, you know, you miss one turn, it's hard to get back up on the edge of the seat there, grab onto that wheel and get your get back started again. Get back in that rhythm. Felipe Granado is starting to roll down here on the fourth place car. Granado running in P5 in the Aston Martin, so he's trying to close in on Paki Caruso. Dennis Van de Ven closing in on Richie Tapple. Richie Tapple having a little trouble there as now Van de Ven's up alongside. He gets by. Also Roman Rapsev. He's going to try to muscle his way through in the BMW. So Richie Tapple giving up some spots here as those guys get around, muscle their way around. And Richie Tapple now back. Might end up getting this spot back, actually. So take a look at this a little bit later here, and I think Van de Ven's going to have some trouble. Van de Ven's coming around right there, and Richie Tapple getting back by. So now we got a new race leader, and that's Roman Rapsev, our points leader. So looks like we've had some trouble there with Dennis Van de Ven. We'll see what happened to him. So Dennis Van de Ven coming around right there. And those guys getting around. So Roman Rapsev. He is the race leader in the BMW. Richie Tapple second. Javier Conti now up to the third position. Paki Caruso is fourth. Felipe Granado is fifth. Van de Ven now back to the sixth position, so he's going to have to play catch up here a little bit. Maybe once he gets fresh tires on that machine, he'll be able to gain some more spots. Richard Brooks, take a look at here in the Aston Martin. Richard Brooks, a little bit wide there. He gets in the grass and he comes around. Richard Brooks coming around. Doesn't hit anything, so he's trying to get that thing straightened back up, but he has now come around. Alexander Bashkoff's going to get by. Lucas Simpfer's going to get by. So Richard Brooks now back to the 14th position. Now looks like he might end up getting that spot back. Richard Brooks battling back here and holding on to 13th. As Luca, the Ferrari, giving that position back up. Take a look at Andre Rousseau here running in P7. Into McLaren. So good to see some McLarens out here on the track. So we haven't had a lot of that this year. But, right now, Andre Rousseau, pretty solid effort out of him running in the 7th spot. Back up here with Roman Rapsev. 0.7 of a second lead over Richie Tapple. Richie Tapple does a great job here of recovering. He is running in P2. And after having the trouble that he had, he is here really battling for the race lead. So just 0.7 of a second behind our race leader, Roman Rapsev. Richie Tapple hoping to maybe reclaim that lead. That Corvette looking pretty strong at this track, so it might have a little bit of an advantage. Take a look at, something's happened to Will Dunbar. Will Dunbar coming down pit lane here a little bit early. So Will Dunbar is making an early pit stop here with 30 minutes left to go. As he's taking some service. So Will Dunbar, the first car to come down pit lane. Take a look at our race leader here, Roman Rapsev. Will Dunbar on pit lane. Roman Rapsev getting through some lap traffic there. A little bit better than Richie Tapple that time. Will Dunbar in that Ferrari finishing up his pit stop, getting back out on track. Alexander Bashkoff having some issues. He's off track. Trying to get that thing. Oh, no, he's trying to get back on track and makes contact with the wall. So that BMW hard into the wall. Richie Tapple here now. He spins his car. So Richie Tapple spun. Good thing he doesn't get into anything there, but he's going to lose some positions. He's now back to the 4th spot. So Richie Tapple spun his machine. Pocky Caruso is going to try to get by. So Richie Tapple having some more issues here. Maybe the tire's giving up a little bit on that machine. Pocky Caruso now P3. Felipe Granado right now in this mix. On board here with Felipe Granado. A little on-board action here. Looking ahead at Richie Tapple and Pocky Caruso. So you see those guys getting off track right there. Take a look at Pocky Caruso here in the Porsche. Pocky Caruso. Oh, there's contact. He and Richie Tapple get together. Richie Tapple and Pocky Caruso contact. We'll see what happened here. Pocky Caruso entering this turn and then contact right there. Tapple there trying to get by on that inside of that chicane. And there was contact. Right here. I think he's already there, but that's a tough spot to start to make a pass here is through the chicane. Felipe Granado is sneaking through. Watch this. Felipe Granado going to watch out in the front of his car. Watch that right there. And that's, oh man, he ends up getting through. Great job by Felipe Granado. Gangster move. Back up here with Roman Rapsev. Richard Brooks, I think, has had some trouble. Richard Brooks here in the Corvette, or excuse me, in the Aston Martin. He's getting in a little bit fast right now. Oh, Richard Brooks looping that car. So Richard Brooks loops it. And I think he's going to retire his machine. So Richard Brooks out of the race. Take a look at the Audi. Fabio Carax running in 13th. Is Ted Mosier coming down pit lane. 26 minutes left to go. So Roman Rapsev has a pretty substantial lead over P2 now. And I think, in this respect, Roman did not get, maybe quite the qualification position he wanted, but nonetheless, it's just a matter of, consistency. And I think the BMW here, Roman Rapsev, he has proven all season long that he is very, very consistent. Javier Conti now in the McLaren, shown in the second position. Felipe Granado is third. Dennis Vandeven just behind him. We'll take a look at Dennis Vandeven running in P4. Felipe Granado just out of the front of his machine. So Dennis Vandeven in the Corvette running in the fourth position, and Felipe Granado is in third. Richie Tapple now back to fifth. Take a look at Andre Rousseau. He's had a pretty good night here running in P7. Just plugging away in that McLaren. Dan Richter in the Aston Martin running in the 8th position. Stephen Miller shown in 9th. I think Richie Tapple's come down pit lane. So Richie Tapple might be on pit lane now in the Corvette. We'll take a look at Dan Richter. So Richie Tapple taking some service here on with 24 minutes left to go. Dan Richter running in P7. Stephen Miller in the Ferrari running in the 8th position in that Speed Details sponsor machine. Look at this, How about that right there? Oh, hey, look at that. There you go. So good looking car there. Speed Details sponsored machine. Stephen Miller running in the 8th position. In 9th is Lucas Simpner, another one of those Ferraris, that 21 car, that Flex Seal sponsor machine. So Richie Tapple now coming back out on track. Roman Rapsev still not made a pit stop here, so got a 12-second lead, 13-second almost lead over Dennis Vandeven is in P2. Felipe Granado is in P3. So we got Andre Rousseau, Javier Conti, and Paki Caruso all on pit lane. I think those guys all working together, if I'm not mistaken. So got to be wondering what's going to happen here with Roman Rapsev. Is he going to be coming down pit lane here fairly soon? Maybe wants to try to assure that he is leading the most laps. Take a look at Ted Mosier here after making pit stop, now in the 14th position in the Corvette. So Paki Caruso finishing up his pit stop. Also Andre Rousseau. Fabio Carax, the Audi, running in the 13th position. That car gets a little sideways right there. Oh, there's contact. Andre Rousseau, we were going on board there with him, and Fabio Carax a little bit sideways. Take a look here and see what happened. This is just after coming around after the McLaren comes off pit lane. Andre Rousseau. And then right here, contact, he spins, and then Rousseau, after making pit stop, finds himself in the side of this BMW, or excuse me, the Audi. Looks like a BMW now. Lucas Simpner now in P7 in the Ferrari as Stephen Miller on pit lane. Richie Tapple trying to pick up some spots. See Alexi Meissen in the Bentley just ahead, and Richie Tapple, gangster move, gets through in the chicane. take a look at Fabio Carax here in the 11th position now in that Audi, trying to recover after a little bit of a spin there and some contact with Andre Rousseau. Our race leader is Roman Rapsev. Battle there for P2. Felipe Granado got a little bit work to do. He's in the 3rd position, looking out of the front of his machine, as is P2, and that's Dennis Van de Ven. This Aston Martin here has been pretty solid here tonight. Roman Rapsev, I think, has come down pit lane. So our race leader, Roman Rapsev, is on pit lane. And this could be big. So Dennis Van de Ven now takes the lead here in the Corvette. As he's starting to roll up on Alexander Bashkoff, who's running in the 7th position. So Roman Rapsev taking some service. Now coming back out on track in that BMW. As Van de Ven wanting to get around Bashkoff. Bashkoff giving him a lot of room and realizing he got the blue flag there, but that's just experience there from Bashkoff. He realizes, he's on the tail end of the lead lap. He's getting the blue flag, and there's no sense in chopping somebody in the chicane. So he gave Van de Ven a lot of room as he went by. Bashkoff now has Paki Caruso breathing down his neck. We'll get to the camera view. It's there, out of the back of Bashkoff's machine. A little cloudy out here. Of course, this is England, so it's always cloudy and rainy. And oh man, contact right there. Richie Tapple tried to split the difference, and he ends up taking out a couple cars and himself. Richie Tapple in the wall. Oh my gosh, man, that got a little crazy right there. Richie Tapple looked like he was trying to go for broke there, and take a look at the replay. Coming into the turn, Richie Tapple, this is a little bit earlier actually. Take a look here at Richie Tapple in the Corvette, and there's three-way battle there. Paki Caruso, Alexander Bashkoff, and Richie Tapple sliding it in and getting into that Porsche. Now those guys starting to lean on each other. And he comes across the track and gets into Bashkoff, and then backs it into the fence. Take a look at this. This is right there. There's contact. Now he doesn't have any control over the car, and then he is on for a ride. So Bashkoff really didn't have anywhere to go on that one. So on board here with Alexander Bashkoff, he's going to see a whole lot of Corvette here in a second, right there. And Bashkoff in the kitty litter. So Tapple has some issues. Going for broke, I think, on that one. And he's back out on track, running in the 12th position. Race leader is Dennis Van de Ven in the Corvette. Now, it's not nighttime here. I don't know, and we get this partially cloudy, but looks like it wants to rain a little bit. So you guys got their lights on. Felipe Granado up to P2. As Dan Richter now in third in the, oh, he's come around. Dan Richter's come around here. We'll see what happened to him. So Dan Richter having some trouble. We'll see what happened to Dan Richter. Right there, spinning that car just a little bit, maybe getting a little bit slick. Oh, Richie Tapple contact there. Now, that was not Richie Tapple's fault, that's for sure. Again, Richter having some trouble here. He just loses grip. And things coming around on him right there. And Richie Tapple says, hey, you know, just get out of the way. Just get out of the way. We're going back to live feed here as Richie Tapple now in 11th. '84, Dennis Vandeman with about 15.5 minutes left to go. He is the race leader. Dan Richter on pit lane. Felipe Granado on pit lane. Roman Rapsev now in P2. He's got a long way to go. Remember, he had some issues. He has got pretty fair distance. Oh, here we go. So this is going to change things up. Here's Dennis Vandeman making his pit stop. So Dennis Vandeman in the pits. Roman Rapsev getting around the Speed Details sponsor Ferrari. Stephen Miller. He's going to end up assuming the lead, I think, as Vandeman is on pit lane. See Vandeman on pit lane as Roman Rapsev entering the chicane. Across the start finish line, he's going to be in P1. So the BMW back to P1. As Vandeman finishing up his pit stop, he's now in third. May end up losing another position. So it looks like he's now in the fourth position as Felipe Granado gets by. We'll take a look at Felipe Granado running in third. Javier Conti is in the second position. About 13.5 minutes left to go. Roman Rapsev weaving his way through some lap traffic, flashing those lights, saying, hey man, let me through. Through the chicane there, as just ahead is Dan Richter in the Aston Martin. Richter getting over and letting Rapsev get by. Realizing the communication there with those lights, says, hey man, I need through, and he lets him go. Javier Conti in the McLaren is in P2. He's having a good race here, so it's sort of been a war of attrition with some of these guys. Felipe Granado here running in third. He's had a pretty good starting position and kept his car up front all night long and pretty much kept his car out of trouble too. So Felipe in the Aston Martin looking pretty solid here. And he has been lucky that he hasn't been involved in any of these scrapes that we've seen with some of the front runners. I think Alexei Meissen is on pit lane. Alexei Meissen in the the Bentley on pit lane. Take a look at Lucas Simpner running in P8. One little scrape for him tonight so far, but hoping to maybe get a top 5 finish before it's over with. And I'll tell you what, Paki Caruso in his first race out, he's had a little bit of eventful race there on the start, but nonetheless has gotten that car repaired, back out on track, and now running in the 5th position. Ted Mosier here keeps plugging away. He's running in 13th in the Corvette. That 77 car. Kind of a part-time racer for us. Right now shown 2 laps down in P13. Take a look at Andre Rousseau here in the McLaren. Got some traffic just ahead of him. He's going to try to get around some lap traffic right here in the McLaren and close in on Alexander Bashkoff, who's just ahead in that BMW. So tightening up here. I think these McLarens, this is a good track for the McLaren. And we know the BMWs are fast as well. Bashkoff running in P6. Getting through the S's as you look out of the back of his machine at that McLaren of Andre Rousseau. Bashkoff, one of those guys that does a ton of racing. Watching his YouTube channel, seeing him racing from cockpit view. Or streaming from the cockpit view. So Bashkoff right now running in 6th. I think he might be coming down pit lane here, so indicating there may be some pit stops underway here for this BMW crew. A lot of room, and he does get over here to come down pit lane. So Alexander Bashkoff making a pit stop here with just over 9 minutes left to go. So we're going to get another win out of it. It's a little bit. We got a little bit of time left to go, just under 9 minutes. But we're going to get another win out of Roman Rapsev tonight as he gets around some lap traffic there. And this will pretty much, I think, if he gets a win here, pretty much seal the deal. He's got a pretty substantial lead coming into tonight's race, and he has been the class of the field. Javier Conti now up to the 2nd position. Dennis Vandeven 3rd. Felipe Granado is in 4th. Paki Caruso shown in the 5th position. Javier always a solid racer here in the McLaren, now running in P2. His first race out for us. Mosier gets over and lets those guys go by. Take a look at Alexei Meissen after making pit stops here, now in the 12th position in the Bentley. At 1:03.751, Roman Rapsev sets a new top time for the race. You're with just over 7 minutes left to go, and this Bentley here starting to close in on Bashkoff. On board here with Alexei Meissen. Our lone Bentley driver here, good, a little bit better through the chicane. He and Alexander Bashkoff here racing for position. Bashkoff running in 11th in the BMW. Meissen running in the Bentley in 12th. Take a look at that side-by-side view. They're on board with Alexei Meissen and also that trackside view. Trying to get an idea of what it looks like out of the front of his machine. How about Richie Tapple here running in the 8th position? Has he had an eventful night or what? Tell you what, man, it has been a one thing after another for Richie Tapple. That's been kind of the story, I think, of his season. But here running in P8 right now, he's trying to bounce back. So remember, he was our pole setter here with just under 6 minutes left to go. Now a new top time, Roman Rapsev, 103.680. So he just continuing to set new best times. But Richie Tapple's done a pretty good job of bouncing back after, really two pretty significant incidents. He is in P8, the last car on the lead lap. Lucas Simpfner in the 7th position in that Ferrari. Pretty quiet night here for him. Andre Rousseau, again, another one of our lead lap cars, running in 6th in his first race out. Paki Caruso in the 5th position in the Porsche. Felipe Granado just ahead of him in the 4th spot in the Aston Martin. So he and Speed Details sponsor machine running pretty close together. Right now, Stephen Miller running in the 10th position, 1 lap down. Dennis Vandeven in the Corvette running in P3. 20 seconds back. Take a look at Ted Mosier after making pit stop. He's rejoining the track, running in the 13th position. Javier Conti now in the 2nd position, 13 seconds back, and Roman Rapsev just continuing to open up that gap. 13-second gap now between P1 and P2. Just under 4 minutes left to go. It's been a bit of a challenge for you here for us tonight here with the track and the pace car being broken on this track. So we had to do a standing start, reset the grid. Take a look at Alexander Bashkoff here running in the 12th position in the BMW. Just ahead of him is Alexei Meissen. Alexei's gotten around, but those guys sort of stayed together. Pretty close racing between the two of those guys. Through the chicane. On board here with Alexander Bashkoff. Trying to pick up another position there, trying to have a little work to do for him. So Meissen had gotten around. Take a look at that pass there for Alexei Meissen on making this pass down the front stretch into the chicane. Into turn 1 as Meissen pulls off that spot, that pass there, and picks up the 11th position. So Roman Rapsev, we got to figure out how we're going to get to the side of this car here. So it looks like he's going to end up picking up another win for this BMW crew. Not a lot of sunlight there in the in Britain, I guess. Who's the guy flying the drone? That's what I want to know. about Richie Tapple. Is he flying the drone? He's flying in 8th place right now in the Corvette with just a minute left to go. Everybody sort of kind of where they are. Rousseau, Sinfner, Tapple, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Probably the tightest battle on the track. Felipe Granado, I think, is on pit lane. I think Felipe Granado is making a pit stop here. So, wow, very late race pit stop for Felipe Granado. I'm not sure what's going on there. Why the fuel, maybe some fuel mileage issues for that car. So Roman Rapsev is going to have to do another lap here, it looks like, in the BMW. Javier Conti is in 2nd. Dennis Vandeven 3rd. Paki Caruso now in the 4th position. Andre Rousseau in the top 5. A couple McLarens there in the top 5. Caruso the lone Porsche, Vandeven the lone Corvette, and then we got the lone BMW there in the lead. Felipe Granado back out on track after making pit stop, now back to P8. Well, once he got to the front, other than giving up the lead to come down pit lane, he has been pretty flawless. And that's been the story of the season for Roman Rapsev. The BMW coming through the chicane. It's all over but the shout now as the BMW of Roman Rapsev gets another race win. So congratulations to him. So Roman Rapsev gets the race win. Javier Conti is going to finish in the 2nd position. Looks like Dennis Vandeven in the Corvette will finish in 3rd. Felipe Granado, I don't know, man. He's now in the chat session. He is freaking out right now. Just not really liking that fuel mileage. He said he maybe didn't put enough fuel in. What a tough break there for Felipe Granado. He had a pretty good race there, but just had to make that late race pit stop. So Roman Rapsev, the race winner. Javier Conti finishes in 2nd, Vandeven 3rd. Rousseau finishes in 4th. Richie Tapple battling back for a top 5 finish. How about that? Paki Caruso finishes 6th, Lucas Sinfner 7th, Felipe Granado 8th, Dan Richter 9th, Stephen Miller battles for a 10th place finish. So another win for the crew there, Roman Rapsev. We got Bristol up there. Oh, man. So anyway, good job to Roman Rapsev for his race win. Felipe Granado joined us in the chat, says his best race in HORL so far. We'll take a look at the finishing position. Roman Rapsev gets the win in the BMW. Javier Conti in the McLaren finishes in 2nd. Dennis Vandeven finishes 3rd in the Corvette. Another McLaren, Andre Rousseau, finishes in 4th. Richie Chappell battling back in the Corvette for a 5th place finish. Paki Caruso in the Porsche finishes in the 6th position. Lucas Simpfner is 7th in the Ferrari. Felipe Granado finishes in the 8th position in the Aston Martin. Dan Richter, also in an Aston Martin, finishes in the 9th position. Stephen Miller in the Ferrari finishes in the 10th position. In 11th is Alexei Meissen in the Bentley. Alexander Bashkoff finishes in 12th. Ted Mosier in the Corvette finishes in the 13th position. In 14th is Fabio Carax in the Audi, finishing in the 15th position. Will Dunbar in the Ferrari. The Aston Martin and Richard Brooks finish in the 16th position. Claudio Bardelli Jr. finishes in 17th. So congratulations to Roman Rabasev for taking home the victory. Another great run for him. I got Bristol up there for some reason, but anyway. No, I got Dubai. Uh-oh. That ain't Dubai. So he gets the race win. Oh boy. Story my broadcast today. Can't even get the medal correct. So congratulations to Roman on his race win. We got another race headed your way later tonight. Don't forget the schedule here in the GT3 series. Red Bull Ring headed your way next week. And then Laguna Seca to finish out the season. Later tonight, we got the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder at Bristol Motor Speedway. The Cup Cars at Bristol. Racing starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's race number 6 in that first season of 2021. Should be a fun race. So Bristol Motor Speedway, 250 laps in the Saturday Night Thunder. The Cup Cars coming up later tonight, and it'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's right, Saturday Night Thunder action at Bristol. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. You want some rFactor 2 server, self-managed servers, 3 packages to choose from. That's EliteHostingUSA.com. Don't forget, on Friday, we final race of the season in the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series. 70-lap event. Should be a great one. Race number 10, final race, Indy, in the Bushwhacker Series. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Special event coming up tomorrow, Sunday, March the 21st. Bristol Motor Speedway in the Wheeland Modified Tour. 100 laps headed your way. High Octane Racing League style. So this should be a great race. Giving these Wheeland Modifieds a shot. And then we got a special event headed your way on Tuesday, March the 23rd. Sepang. Great track in Malaysia. The Hypercar World Series season finale. Sim Racing Mania. Headed your way from Sepang. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 9 p.m. UK time. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight here at TurnLeftTV, at least until a little while here. So don't forget to join us here in a little while, and we'll get back after it in the stock cars. And for now, well, I am out of here.